Hello, welcome to the Ohio Association for College Admission Counseling Virtual College Fair. We are so excited to have you with us. We have some fantastic schools here to speak with you today. My name is Daisha. I will be your facilitator. Before we get started, I'd like to share a few housekeeping notes with you all. First, your microphone and your camera are off, so our panelists will not be able to see or hear you. However, you can use the Q&A button on your screen to type any questions you'd like to our presenters at any time, and they can respond to you directly. This is one of many different sessions happening, so please check back on the schedule and look at any other additional sessions you may be interested in. This presentation is being recorded and will be available at strivescan.com/Ohio. I'd now like to turn it over to our first presenter, Palm Beach Atlantic.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to be here today. Again, my name is Sebastian Gonzalez. I'm the admissions representative for Palm Beach Atlantic University. Our university is located in West Palm Beach, Florida. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and begin our PowerPoint presentation. Give me one moment, please. All right, fantastic. So this is my quick PowerPoint presentation about Palm Beach Atlantic University. We are a private Christian liberal arts university located in the heart of downtown West Palm Beach. West Palm Beach is about an hour north of Miami, for those who aren't from Florida. Our mission is to enlighten minds, enrich souls, and extend in hands. These are kind of our three mission statements when it comes to Palm Beach Atlantic University. Again, we are Christ First University, so we do have chapel opportunities that are offered daily. We do have chapel requirements, so about 24 per school year. We just recommend students do about 12 per semester. We also do have worship requirements. It's about 40 hours every single school year. When it does come to worship, it's about community service and helping in the community. It's also a wonderful opportunity for students to kind of volunteer in their likely career path. We have over 50 academic programs. We have accelerated programs for our Masters of Divinity, our PharmD programs, and our Masters of Business Associates. This upcoming fall, our fall 2022 semester will be the first semester for our 3-2 program when it comes to 3 years of undergraduate business and then 2 years of your master's degree. Some of our top majors are business, nursing, marine biology, ministry, and pre-pharmacy. We are about 3,500 students strong, so our average class size is 17 students, which doesn't make for an enormous university, but it does help for an intimate learning experience. We have a 12 student to faculty ratio, so that means the professors will know your name and will know who you are. 87% of our full-time faculty and staff have their highest degree in their field. So you are learning from professors who not only know your name, but actually know a lot about their intended field. We have our DIVE internship program. So DIVE stands for Discovering Internships as Vocational Exploration. That is where you're able to gain internships, be able to in your junior, senior year, learn about job interviews, help to make networking and connections when it comes to, once you graduate college, to be able to, go into your chosen, career path. We have 8 Fulbright scholars in the last 3 years. So for those who aren't aware, Fulbright scholars are students who are able to be in a foreign country and teach English in that country. So one of my friends, James, is actually currently in South Korea teaching English to South Korean students. So it's definitely an amazing opportunity. A little bit of downtown West Palm Beach. We do have our honors program. So we have the honors major and the honors minors, which is the honors fellows. For our honors program, those honors major students, it actually takes the place of your general education requirements. So instead of maybe doing a public speaking class, you'll be doing debate and speech and items such as that. A little picture of our study abroad programs. We do have many study abroad opportunities. So about 27 to 30 trips are offered every year. Obviously with the COVID, pandemic, it's kind of changed what that looks like. So we are hoping that for next school year, the 22 to 23 school year, we're back up and running to about 27 and 30 per year. We go to South and Central America, Europe, Africa, Southeast Asia, you name it, we've definitely been there. Our semesters abroad are offered either in the fall or springs. Financial aid, yes, does apply to the semesters abroad, even if you're not able to do a whole semester abroad. We do some class abroad sometimes. So about a 2 to 3 week class trip led by, your professor. Athletics, we are a Division II athletic program here at Palm Beach Atlantic University. We are in the Sunshine State Conference 18 athletic programs. So women's volleyball, men and women's basketball. We have men and women's soccer, men and women's lacrosse as well. We have over 1,000 students participate in our intramural sports. So even if you're not a Division II athlete, you still are able to play basketball, play soccer, play volleyball competitively in our intramural sports. Little view from one of our dorms right on the Intercoastal. Student life, again, we have about 2,200 undergraduate students in-state and out of state. So about 60% are in-state, 40% are out of state. So for all of our outer state students, you won't be alone in being out of Florida. We have 6 on-campus residence halls and then 4 on-campus dining options. And you can't forget about Chick-fil-A. That's definitely the highlight of being here. We are walking distance from the beach, literally less than a mile away. And of course, located in downtown West Palm Beach. A quick picture of the Intercoastal. Student life, we do have welcome week for all of our incoming new students. So new students will move in about a week before classes start. So that way you can get acclimated with all the other new students. You'll be split up into fish groups, which you're able to be with other students, whether in your major or from the same area. So that way you're able to be around students with common interests and also be exposed to new students you've never met before. We do have Connect Week during the first month of school. So we'll have job fairs, nonprofit expos, Club Rush, so you can get involved in all the clubs, and Church Connect Day, because we do definitely put an emphasis on making sure that students are able to be plugged into a church around the area, because chapel is not church. Of course, we have over 40 different clubs, so sailing clubs, surfing, skating, you name it, we have it. Steering committee. So our steering committee are the students who host on-campus events. So things such as spring formal, coffee houses, so you're able to perform, whether spoken word or a band or items such as that. The Moody's, it's kind of our take of the Oscars with different awards. We also do have residence halls events. So one of the highlights is Sailfish Cup. That's kind of like the Olympics of PBA, where all of our residence halls are able to compete. Then, of course, quick picture of student life around here. Again, we are located in the heart of downtown West Palm Beach, walking distance from Rosemary Square, movie theaters, and so much more. So I will go ahead and stop sharing my screen, but it was an absolute pleasure.
Thank you, Palm Beach Atlantic. Our next institution is Eckerd College.
Hello, everyone. Sorry, I'm dancing in the shadows because my trees are right in front of my window. So you see me, but you also don't. So I'm going to share my screen right now. My name is Gigi D'Anico. I'm an admission counselor with Eckerd College. I'm really happy to be here to talk to you all about Eckerd. This is our campus. We are 188 acres. We are a peninsula on the peninsula. So we are located in sunny St. Pete, Florida. So if you automatically are enthralled in our campus, I can see why. We have a lot of green and a lot of blue. So for any students who are interested, our campus alone is kind of a big calling mark for students interested. So our top 5 programs are marine science, environmental studies, animal studies, creative writing, and psychology. But I will get into other programs that we have to offer as well. So one unique characteristic about Eckerd right off the bat is our geographical reach. So over 80% of our students are actually out of state, and we have actually 49 states represented on campus. The only state that we are missing is Wyoming. So if you know somebody from Wyoming or somebody from Wyoming wants to come to the beach, let them know, then we will have a full map. So the other 20% of our students are from the state of Florida. So as far south as the Florida Keys, to as far north as the Panhandle. So Eckerd students are coming near and far to attend our college campus. So the average American student's traveling 200 to 250 miles to their college of choice, but the average Eckerd student is traveling over 1,000. So definitely great for somebody who's adventurous and willing to start fresh. We also have over 30 countries represented on campus. So our campus population is about 2,000 right now. We've had our largest incoming class this past August. However, on average, we try to stay between 1,900 and 2,000. So even though we're small in numbers, our student body is quite diverse in where they're coming from. Additionally to that, our academic calendar is a 4-1-4. So let me move this out of the way. So 4 courses in the fall, 1 during winter term or January, and then 4 courses in the spring. However, for first years, we are the only school that has this opportunity. We have autumn term, which is a 3-week orientation period that allows students to transition between high school and college. It is a really great opportunity for students to just get comfortable, immerse themselves on campus, figure out if Eckerd is the right place for them or if even college is right for them. So during their time at Eckerd, they will be involved in an academic course. They will go to class every single day. We are liberal arts and we are a little bit funky. So some of the autumn term courses don't have any specific major or minor involved. They're more or less perspectives. So they can take slam poetry and hip hop or anthropology of eating or secret life of pets. So it's a great way to really immerse yourself in the liberal arts education while also figuring out if this is the place for you. So also during your time at autumn term, you get your first faculty mentor. So you'll have a mentor all 4 years at Eckerd, and they will help you with class registration and guidance, internships, research, and of course, postgraduate life. So it's super helpful, super important. Your mentor is a major part of your time at Eckerd, and they will definitely help you to be successful after your time there. So here are our areas of study. Anything with an asterisk is offered as a minor. However, at Eckerd, we have the opportunity for students to create their own major or concentration. I did that during my time here at Eckerd. So if anybody has questions for me about that, I can get into it. But basically, you work with your mentor and you create your own courses or use internships as a course credit as well. So it's a process, but that's something students can do if they want to really dive into one area of study with more feel and zeal. Additionally, with our campus life, so as you see here, we have a dog on campus. We are a pet-friendly campus. We're also a campus where you can be barefoot in class. So you can only wear shoes everywhere else except for the cafeteria and the labs, but you don't have to wear shoes walking around our campus. And you can bring your dog or anything that's 45 pounds or smaller and is not considered livestock or exotic. So we do have a farm on campus. However, you can't bring your duck or your pig, but you can bring your crested gecko or your chameleon or your axolotl. So whatever floats your boat. We also have our own beach on campus, which is great. So students don't have to travel near and far. However, St. Pete Beach is about 10 minutes away from campus. If they wanted a full beach, they can also go there as well. And our waterfront. So this has 3 components for our students. Of course, recreational, you can take out kayaks, learn how to sail, wakeboarding, windsurfing, all that stuff. But of course, academic. So for students who are interested in marine science as well as environmental studies, this is a great way for you to actually go on class trips on our beach cat catamaran, or some professors do kayak trips to one of our mangrove islands, catch little sea critters, test the water, check out the mangroves and the native plants in that area. So that's one of the fun components. Our campus is literally a living laboratory. And then the last part with our waterfront, it also has a service component. So we have Eckerd College Search and Rescue, which is a maritime distress operation that's student-based. So they answer over 500 maritime distress calls. So it's all voluntary, again, student-led, and it's a great opportunity for students to be involved in the St. Pete community while also gaining new skills and experiences. So our application process, we are currently test optional for juniors and seniors. We are on the Common App and the Eckerd app. All we require are high school transcripts, letter of recommendation from an academic source, and a personal statement piece. So that's super important. Currently, we're in early action. So submitting by November 15th, you will get a decision from us by December 15th. Anything after that is rolling. So then you have 3 to 4 weeks to receive a decision from us. So the sooner you submit, the sooner you'll get a decision. And lastly, we are a college that changes lives. So for anybody who is familiar with this, which I'm pretty sure all of you are, we are one out of the 40 schools in the US that are known to change your life. So as you've seen from this excerpt and also probably images or have heard of Eckerd, we are a little idealistic, especially having 80% of our students be out of state. This might seem like the perfect vacation spot. However, we are a college. You are here to get a degree. So school is rigorous and school is hard. However, if you have to study for your physics 2 exam in a hammock on the beach, then by God, you got to do what you got to do. But yeah, we really just want students to recognize that you can enjoy academics and you can enjoy leisure. Your mental and physical health is also very important. So I know a lot of employees and a lot of students really emphasize their moments being outside. So really embrace all of that, but just know that at the end of the day, you do have to get a degree, you do have a job to do, but and have fun while you're doing it. So that's all I have. I'm going to stop sharing my screen, excuse me. And I'm sorry the sun's in my face, but thank you so much for everybody for listening to me.
Thank you, Eckerd College. Our next institution is Embry Riddle Aeronautical University.
Hi, everyone. So I'm Rebecca. I'm the representative. I'm an assistant director of admissions at Embry Riddle Aeronautical University. So when you go to apply to Embry Riddle, I will be your admissions counselor. So I'm excited to share some information with you today. And just to get started, just a little bit about where we're located. So we do actually have 2 residential campuses and 1 online worldwide campus. So our 1 residential campus in Florida is in Daytona Beach, Florida. We actually sit right on the Daytona Beach International Airport. So if you are interested in flight, it's super convenient to literally walk to your flights. And obviously as out-of-state students, you can fly into Daytona Beach and literally walk to campus, which is super convenient. Similar to, I think, every school in this presentation, we're very close to the beach. In Florida, we're about 10 minutes from Daytona. But what's very convenient about our Daytona campus is that we're in Central Florida on the East Coast. So we can really get anywhere in Florida in a very reasonable amount of time. So obviously a huge highlight for our students is that we're an hour from Kennedy Space Center. We're an hour from Orlando. These 3 hours to South Florida. So very convenient location for you in Daytona. Our Arizona campus is in Prescott, Arizona. So about an hour and a half from Phoenix. Very different landscape from Florida. So if you like the mountains, then that could be the place for you. But the unique thing about Embry Riddle is you do have your choice. So a lot of our programs do have overlap between the 2 campuses. So if that's the case, then you do have your choice. But some programs are campus specific. Our worldwide online campus, since it is online, you can join from anywhere in the world. So obviously that's very conducive to someone who does not necessarily want to be tied down to one specific location. We love to talk about tangible experiences that you'd be getting at Embry Riddle. So a huge advantage to our programs is that when you apply, you actually apply directly to a specific major and to a specific campus. So if you are accepted directly into that degree program, and you will start classes related to your major right from your first semester. We want you to maximize taking classes that you actually want to take. So of course you'll take some gen eds, but we want you to actually be able to be on campus taking classes related to your major all 4 years so that you can start doing internships, research, co-ops, you name it, as soon as possible. Our Daytona campus has about 7,000 students total with an average class size of 27 students. Our Prescott campus has about 3,000 students total with an average class size of 24 students. And all of your classes will be taught by professors. So these are actually people who are hired to be professors and actually have industry experience in the field that they're teaching. So that is also very valuable to be able to actually learn from someone who has tangible experiences themselves in the field that they're teaching. They can also be great resources outside of our career services office for potential connections to jobs or research as well. And all of that does translate to our placement rate. We have a 93% placement rate. And so basically that number says that within a year of graduation, 93% of our students either go on to graduate school or get a job directly related to what they studied at Embry Riddle. So what I love to emphasize there is that the remaining 7% very well may be students that get a job outside of college, maybe even get hired before they graduate, but maybe it's not directly related to what they studied. So even under that condition, we're at 93%. So that just speaks to the value of an Embry Riddle degree. Obviously, by our name, you can tell that we have very unique programs. We do have a lot of programs related to space and aviation, but we are very much a normal college campus, I like to say, and we have over 350 clubs and organizations. Just a few of the ways to get involved are listed here. So we do have Division II athletics. We have study abroad programs, ROTC, and Greek life. We also have student employment. We have just different other programs as well to get involved in, very similar to other schools. If there's something you want to be a part of, that club probably exists on campus. I will say that our Daytona campus does have all 4 branches of ROTC. Prescott does have both Air Force and Army. If you are interested in ROTC, it could be a great way to get scholarships through that specific detachment, but it's not required to be on scholarship to be a part of ROTC. This is not all inclusive of all of our programs, but here's just a list of some of our notable programs. I will emphasize that aeronautical science is our 1-degree program that includes flight training to become a commercial pilot. So if you are looking to be a commercial pilot and go to Embry Riddle, then you'll want to apply to aeronautical science. It is a bachelor's of science, so the flight training is incorporated among your other academic classes. We are #1 in the nation for aerospace engineering. So as an aeronautical university, it's kind of our niche, but that just sits within our entire College of Engineering. So we have numerous other engineering degrees that you may also choose from. I won't go through this whole list, but the other one I like to emphasize is aerospace physiology. It's actually a pre-med track. It is specifically offered at the Daytona campus, but it studies how the human body is affected by space travel. So it's actually the first and only program of its kind in the nation as well. So you can only get an aerospace physiology degree from Embry Riddle, and it can get you to med school. So it's a really unique program. The last part of my presentation will be becoming an Eagle. So the application process, we're not on the Common App, and you can use this application fee to waive the application fee. The only thing that is required is your high school transcript. Everything else is going to be optional. We have been test optional pre and post COVID. And this is my contact information. So if you have any questions after today, let me know. But that is the end of my presentation. So I will go ahead and stop sharing. But thank you all for coming.
Thank you, Embry Riddle. As a reminder to those joining us, you can send any questions you'd like to our presenters by using the Q&A function at the bottom of your screen. So feel free to send any questions that you have and our presenters can respond to them before we wrap up today's presentation. Our next school presenting is St. Leo University.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Well, thank you everyone for taking some time out of your busy evenings to learn about all these great institutions. Today, I will be representing St. Leo University, which is located in Tampa Bay, about 30 minutes north from downtown Tampa and an hour west of Orlando. My name is Connor Schaefer. I'm a Senior Assistant Director here at Admissions at St. Leo, and I'm actually also a proud alumni as well from the Northeast. So completely understand what it is like to go 1,000 miles away from home. So definitely feel free to reach out if you do have any questions, either like that was just mentioned in the chat or also by email or phone number listed at the bottom of your screen. So what is St. Leo University all about? St. Leo was established in 1889, and we're actually the oldest Catholic institution in the state of Florida. We're currently the second largest Catholic institution in the nation, enrolling over 20,000 students worldwide. But if you do visit campus tomorrow, you're going to say, Connor, I do not see 20,000 students on campus in Tampa Bay, and you are 100% accurate. So here on main campus, we just have shy of 3,000 undergraduate students. The rest of our student population comes from our education centers throughout the United States and our online programs. So why that's pretty unique for our campus students is because you're getting that small 14-to-1 student faculty ratio in the classes. But at the end of the day, you're also receiving that larger school networking system and getting the amenities and resources you'll receive at a larger institution as well. At the bottom of the presentation, you can get an idea of our student population. We do represent 45 different states and over 100 different countries in the world. So you never know who you're going to sit next to in a class. It could be someone from the state of Ohio or the Northeast, or it could be someone from, England, Brazil, Colombia. So it's always interesting to see who you will meet on campus. Our process for applying is very simple. So we do have our free application on our website, and we are also on the common application. If anyone that's a freshman, sophomore watching this presentation, don't worry, we will still be test optional if you decide to apply to St. Leo in the future. We do offer merit scholarships that do range anywhere from the $11,000 to $15,000. And if you do graduate from a Catholic high school, you will receive our Catholic Promise Award, which is an additional $3,000 each year. St. Leo does have over 50 different academic programs to choose from, including our honors program and certain accelerated degree programs. We have our 3+1 accelerated degree programs where you can get a bachelor's at St. Leo in 3 years and stay 1 additional year for your master's, which is good because you think about it, it does save you a year of tuition for both degrees. We also have our 3+3 pathway to law school, where we have partnerships with Barry University down in Miami, and then also Florida State University up in Tallahassee. Some of our popular majors include our education programs, our biology programs, criminal justice, psychology, and business as well. One reason I chose St. Leo was because academically, we really get our students out into the field. By the time I graduated, I already had 4 different internships under my belt. So we want our students to be confident and comfortable in their area of study. I do have listed just some of our newer programs, our BS in health education and health promotions. We're really excited about our nursing program that launched this past year. And this coming year, we also are launching our robotics and artificial intelligence program. So I always said as a student, if you are bored on St. Leo's campus, it's truly just because you're not taking advantage of what the university has to offer. We do have over 70 different clubs and organizations to choose from, including things like Greek life, intramurals, esports. And the good thing about being a smaller institution, it's always easy to add additional clubs as well. We are Division II NCAA recognized through the Sunshine State Conference. We do have over 23 different athletic programs to choose from. If you are looking to be a student athlete, I definitely recommend filling out a recruiter form on our athletic website. We also are a residential campus, so if you're especially coming from out of state, you want to make sure you have somewhere to live all 4 years, you will have that at St. Leo. So we have 14 different residential halls, and starting your freshman year all the way to senior year, you can have the option to live in a suite style apartment as well. Student life, there is a lot of things kind of mentioning going off of the clubs and organizations. We definitely like to do a lot of off-campus trips with our students and things on campus. So some of the trips that kind of stood out to me as a student is we bring our students to places like Disney, the Universal parks, anything in Orlando, downtown Tampa. We'll bring our students to the professional sporting teams, which is definitely a great time to be in the Tampa Bay area. So you get to see the Tampa Bay Rays, the Tampa Bay Lightning, and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who were actually the exclusive educational partner of the Bucs. So that's always exciting, especially this time of the year. We also do things on campus like concerts, bingo, festivals, and carnivals, and etc. If your family and friends are worried about you going 1,000 miles away from home, we actually have been noted as the safest campus in the state of Florida and 7th in the nation. So safety is never a concern on St. Leo's campus. There are plenty of different dining options on campus listed on the screen. Some of my favorite is definitely our Benedict's Coffee House that serves Starbucks products. We do have our own food truck that you'll see going around campus. One thing that I do always like to mention, it's not St. Leo if there's nothing new happening on campus. The bottom right side of my screen, or your screen as well, you can see our brand new wellness center. It's one of the more recent updates digitally, photos that we actually will be opening this building next month. So we're really excited. It will actually have the largest infinity pool at a university in the state of Florida. Again, just to wrap it up, we do have a virtual tour on our website. Sometimes I know it's hard to get down to Florida, so check out our virtual tour and our social media, and I really look forward to working with you all again in the future. Have a great day, everyone.
Thank you, St. Leo University. Our next institution is the University of South Florida.
Thank you so much for having us tonight. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. Just give me one quick second. I'll go ahead and get it started. But thank you again for having University of South Florida. Whoops, hopefully this is going to work. Okay, there we go. It's working. You never know. So we are University of South Florida. We have 3 campuses. If you've not heard of us before, we are a Division I large public university in the state of Florida with over 52,000 students across all 3 of our campuses. We have our Tampa campus, which is our largest campus with about 42,000 students. We have our St. Petersburg campus, which is beautiful. It's right at downtown St. Pete on the Bay. If you like water, that's the place to be. There's about 5,000 students. And then if you go a little further down the coast, you will run into our Sarasota Manatee campus with about 2,000 students. So I always say University of South Florida has something for everyone, including the size of school you'd like to attend, kind of large, medium, and small. So I think that's really unique about University of South Florida. We have over 200 majors and concentrations across our 3 campuses. So we definitely have probably your major. If not, I would be certainly surprised. We have over 1,100 clubs and organizations to be involved in. We have anything from a business club all the way down to a chocolate lovers club. We even have a puppy lovers program where we house 2 puppies on our St. Pete campus every year, and those become service dogs for those in need. So something kind of fun about that. We also have Harry Potter clubs, being that we're right in Florida, and every other club and organization you can imagine. We have a very diverse student body. We represent all 50 states, including 145 countries. So I think that makes you, University of South Florida, very unique. You have the opportunity to meet people from all over the world. So if you look at the map, it kind of shows you, if you haven't been to Tampa, where we are located, we're about an hour south of Universal and Magic Kingdom. I'm sure you've heard of that place or those places. And we're about 5 minutes from Busch Gardens. So if you've been to Busch Gardens, you've been very, very close to our campus. Maybe you knew it, maybe you didn't. So University of South Florida is a preeminent research university. And what that means for you is that you can start research as early as a freshman on our campus in any of our majors. It's not limited to a medical field or to an education field. It is for all of our majors. We are number 46 among public universities in the nation. So we'll talk a little bit more about that and how we are a best value college. Our tuition can be just as affordable as potentially your state school in Ohio. So we'll talk more about that. Even though we're a large school, we do like to keep our classroom sizes very small. So we have a student to faculty ratio of 21:1 across our 3 campuses. And as I had mentioned about diversity, 41.5% of our student body has a diverse ethnic background. So again, you will have the opportunity to meet with people that, and learn about their culture. And I think that is phenomenal. If you look at this picture here on the left side of your screen, that is our downtown St. Petersburg campus. And you see people kind of sitting around and enjoying the weather. Even in the colder months of winter, we have sunny skies and palm trees and flowers. So the next slide I'd like to share with you is talking about our Division I athletics. As I had mentioned, we have a Division I school, and so our teams, which is kind of fun, our football team actually plays at the Raymond James Stadium, where the Tampa Bay Buccaneers won the Super Bowl last year. So that's really fun, and all of our students have an opportunity to go to those home games free of charge to any of our home sports games. But I think it's a really unique experience that you actually get to go see your football team play in an NFL stadium. We have 8 men's varsity sports, 9 women's varsity sports, and 2 spirit squads. And we also have a band, which is the Herd of Thunder, as you can see there. They perform at all of our home games, and they do travel across the world, as you can see down below. We also have club sports and intramurals. If you're not interested in playing competitively with Division I and you still want to participate in maybe a club or an organization you were a part of in high school, you can certainly join one of our intramural or club sports. So I'd like to talk to you a little bit about our freshman admissions. We are on the Coalition and Common App, and you can also apply directly on our website. Our application fee is $30. You can provide an ACT or SAT fee waiver if you have one of those. We will accept that. And for admission, we make it really easy at University of South Florida. Is all we require is your official high school transcripts and your official ACT or SAT scores. We are not test optional. We do require those test scores. All Florida State University system schools require test scores, so you do have to submit those as well, and they do have to be officially sent from College Board or ACT.org. So as I had mentioned, University of South Florida is ranked one of the most affordable colleges in the country, and you can see that below by looking at the cost of attendance. For a non-resident, including tuition, fees, books, everything miscellaneous. This includes healthcare and laundry and entertainment. Our total tuition is $35,092 per year. Now that does not include our financial aid. We do encourage all students to fill out the FAFSA October 1st. And then it also does not include any merit-based scholarships that you may qualify for. And hopefully we will have a chance to talk about that next. So here is our scholarships. Our scholarships start at a 3.5 GPA and up with a 1210 SAT or 25 ACT. These are automatically awarded to you if you meet both criteria. You do have to meet both criteria, and then they do go up from there. We have our Director's Award, which is $9,000 a year, and our Presidential Award, which is $12,000 a year. We also have Honors College on our campus. So if you are interested in that, there is an additional $2,000 scholarship you may qualify for. Plus, we have USF fellowships and scholarships as well. And those are not all necessarily merit-based. Those can be based on clubs, organizations, volunteer work, something that you've done outside of traditional work. So I am just going to go ahead. Our application opens up on July 1st before the fall semester. And I just want to go ahead and just share the last screen, which is just our contact information. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to us anytime. And I'll be happy to, assist you any way I can. Thank you so much. I'll go ahead and put my contact information in the chat if that's okay. Thank you.
Thank you, University of South Florida. Our final institution is Florida Southern University.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Let me get my screen shared right here. Perfect. So hi there. My name is Leanne. I am one of the admissions counselors at Florida Southern College, and I am going to be sharing a little bit of info about us today. To get started with some basic info, Florida Southern is located right in between Tampa and Orlando in the city of Lakeland, Florida. We were founded in 1883, which makes us one of the oldest private colleges in the state of Florida. We're home to about 3,500 students, 60% of which are coming from the state of Florida and 40% are from out of state. We've had students representing nearly all 50 states and 50 international countries as well. So it's a really nice environment with a nice blend of people. Here at Florida Southern, we have over 70 programs of study, as well as 16 pre-professional tracks, which are across our 5 schools. Our most popular majors would include biology and marine biology, anything in the business school, nursing and theater, as well as fine arts. We are a liberal arts college at our core, so no matter what your major is, you are also going to be getting a well-rounded degree. And another common thread across the board of all of our majors is that we place a heavy emphasis on engaged and experiential learning, which basically means that we believe in the power of learning by doing and immersing our students in their field as soon as possible. We're able to offer this engaged learning experience in part because of our small class sizes. So the average class size is about 17 students, and our student to faculty ratio is about 14:1. All of the classes are taught by the professors themselves to ensure that you're learning from experts in your field at all times. And now an extension of our engaged learning experience is what we call our 3 guarantees that are highlighted on this slide right here. The first guarantee I want to talk about is a guaranteed study abroad. There's several different options for studying abroad, but our most popular option is something called the Junior Journey Program. This is a 7 to 10 day trip that takes place over school breaks in either your junior or senior year. Students receive a course credit for these trips, but the best part about the trips is that they are at little to no additional cost to students. They're part of the Florida Southern College experience. We offer both domestic and international options, and you can go on the trip that is most interesting to you. You don't necessarily have to go on the trip that's affiliated with your major that term if there's something else that you'd like to try out. The next guarantee, we guarantee internships to all of our students regardless of major. This is super important because 95% of employers are looking for new hires with experience, and completing an internship is a great way to get those kinds of experiences. Students have the options to do internships locally during the school year. Again, we've got 3 great cities to choose from: Tampa, Lakeland, and Orlando. Or students sometimes will do an internship closer to home over school breaks. And then the last guarantee is graduating in 4 years or less. We're able to offer this guarantee because in addition to everything I've already shared, your professors are going to double as your academic advisors, and students are guaranteed to meet with an advisor to have an appointment several times per year to make sure that you are on track for graduation. We're also very transfer credit friendly. So many of our students are coming into college, coming into FSC with some college credits under their belt, either through dual enrollment or AP, IB, all of that. So to kind of summarize what I've shared so far, academically speaking, these opportunities are important because they translate into post-graduation success. Over 95% of our graduates report achieving their post-graduation goals within the first year of graduating from FSC. And about 1/3 of our students will go on to some type of graduate or professional program, and the remaining 2/3 enter the workforce. So outside of academics and outcomes, FSC really prides ourselves on being a campus community. So students are required to live on campus all 4 years, but the flip side of that is that means that we guarantee housing all 4 years as well. We offer 16 different housing options, and that includes on-campus dorms as well as apartment complexes near campus that are set aside for upperclassmen. There's also tons of ways to get involved, to connect with classmates and show your school spirit. We have 20 NCAA Division II athletic teams and lots of opportunities to participate in sports at the club and intramural level. We also have over 100 different student clubs and organizations ranging everywhere from Greek life and campus ministries to special interest groups like the Disney Club and the Florida Southern College Cat Enthusiasts. So now that we've shared a ton of info about FSC, I wanted to transition into the application process. So first and foremost, it is 100% free to apply no matter how you are submitting that application. So you can find us on the Common application, the Coalition application, as well as our website, and there is no application fee on any of these platforms. In addition to that application, we're also going to need a high school transcript and a personal statement. We are test optional, but students are welcome to submit test scores if you have them, and we require 1 letter of recommendation. If you have more than 1, you can send it in, but we only need 1. And once we receive all of your application materials, you're going to get a decision back from us in about 4 to 6 weeks. So we do know that the cost of college is a big factor when you're making your decision. So we wanted to touch base on financial aid a little bit. Every application is automatically read for an academic-based scholarship. You don't need to apply separately. And some departments on campus also offer specific scholarships based on an audition, a portfolio review, an interview, athletic recruitment, things like that. We also accept any aid you receive from the federal government by filing the FAFSA, as well as any outside scholarships or college savings plans. So that means that you can be getting financial aid or resources towards your education from a variety of different sources and apply them all here. And then finally, if you're interested in learning more, lots of opportunities available to visit us in person as well as virtually. And this last slide I'm going to share is all of my contact info. So thank you all for your attention, and best of luck in your search.
Hey, thank you, Florida Southern College. I would now like to invite all of our panelists to join me on video as we have time for a brief Q&A. Awesome. All right, so the question I'd like to pose to you all is, what advice would you give to someone going through the college search process?
You want us to go in the order of presentation?
Either is fine. You can popcorn or go in the presentation order.
Okay, well, I'm unmuted, so I guess I'll go. One thing I think we all would agree with is definitely keep an open mind in the admissions process. Being going 1,000 miles down to Florida can be scary, but I always say for myself, I only looked at schools originally in the Northeast, and then I only toured to please a family member. Next thing you know, I'm still in Florida today. So definitely keep an open mind in the admissions process, because you never know where you're going to end up. We definitely all want you in the Sunshine State.
Yeah, something I would say too, definitely reach out to your admissions counselor. We are here to help you, and the more we know about you, the more we're able to help you. So especially, touch base with all the schools you're applying to, but definitely make sure your top schools know how interested you are in them.
I would definitely say don't follow your friends. Choose a school that makes you happy, as a program that you want to do. Once you go and you start, everyone's going to be in the same boat. Everyone's also going to be starting just like you, and everyone's going to be wanting to make friends. It's okay to not follow all your friends to the school that they're going to just because they're going there. This is 4 years that you can't get back, so you want to make sure that you maximize it for your own experience.
I'd say definitely get involved as soon as you hit the campus. Don't wait around till year 4 and say, oh, I want to join clubs, organizations. I want to do study abroad now. It's going to be too late. So definitely from the first day, from the get-go, just start, reaching out and learning about how you can become part of the whole entire campus and part of the community.
Yeah, I would say definitely, make sure that you're using your, university's resources. I mean, with all the, resources they have when it comes to job fairs, college fairs, just different, professors, all the faculty and staff there are here to help you. And of course, reach out to your admissions counselor.
Just kind of tying into what everybody said, if you have the opportunity, please come to Florida and visit all of us. I think having the best fit is to know where you see yourself. So if you have the opportunity to tour each of our campuses, do a Florida tour if you can, and really see, is this the place that I want to be? So college is important and you are going to get a degree, but also figure out kind of, this is 4 years that you're not going to get back, like Rebecca said. So know what school is the right fit for you and where do you see yourself.
Awesome. That's wonderful advice from everyone. We are now at time for today's event. So I would like to share my screen just one more time with you all and go over a couple of final notes with you. So thank you to our participants who have joined us live, as well as those who are watching on demand. When you close the window for this event, there will be a very quick 5-question survey. We'd appreciate any feedback you can provide. We encourage you to check back on the schedule and sign up for more sessions you're interested in. You'll also be able to find the recording for this session, as well as all other session recordings at striscan.com/Ohio. Thank you so much, and I hope you have a wonderful evening.